Well, today the FDA's advisory committee met to discuss the benefits and risks of Novavax COVID vaccine. This is a vaccine that's already used in Europe and in other countries.
This is such a big deal. When I walked by Monica's desk today, she grabbed me and pulled me in and said, "You need to hear this. This is important." Our senior health correspondent, Monica Robbins, joins us now. Monica, good afternoon to you. So what came of this meeting? Why is this such a big deal?
You know what? We now potentially have a fourth shot. So that's just one part of the big deal. The FDA's independent panel of vaccine experts voted 21-0 with one abstention to recommend the Novavax vaccine. Now, if the FDA and CDC sign off, it could be available by the end of this week if there's sufficient supply. Now, this is a vaccine many have been waiting for, especially those who've been on the fence about getting one, because the Maryland biotech company shots, they're based on protein technology. That's been in use for decades in vaccines against influenza, shingles, hepatitis B, and a myriad of others. It's very different from the high-tech mRNA versions of Pfizer and Moderna. And Novavax hopes to sway some 27 million Americans who are not yet vaccinated against COVID-19, and it may also be a choice for a booster for many who have already gotten the others.
That's what I was going to ask about the boosting potential, because you want to try and spread it all out and make sure you're covered in every way possible. So a totally different vaccine could be something of interest for a lot of folks on that.
Yep, potentially.
All right, we've talked about COVID and COVID long haul and all these odd symptoms and lingering effects of COVID on some people. And now you have found something about sleep patterns and long haul COVID patients.
You know, as if it isn't enough.
Yeah.
Seriously, long haul is bad enough. So fallout from a COVID infection, you know, it can take many forms. One of them, perhaps the most common, is a disruption of your sleep. So doctors don't know why some COVID long haulers are experiencing the sleep-related issues, but they are researching the reasons. And we don't know how long symptoms may last, but for some, it's already been 2 years. However, the good news is that they are treatable. So what are the main symptoms?
What we are finding is that they complain of insomnia, fatigue, also brain fog. A lot of them complain about these. And also we see sometimes circadian rhythm disorders.
Those circadian rhythm disorders, that occurs when a person's internal clock is out of sync with their environment. Insomnia, daytime sleepiness, difficulty waking up, depression, and stress are often symptoms relating to your circadian rhythm being off. Dr. Pena says if you've recovered from COVID-19 and you're dealing with ongoing sleep issues, that's when you need to talk to your doctor. You just came off the crazy morning shift thing, and your sleep.
So.
Yeah, and you know how easy it is to get your biorhythms off. And so that's something that if you're dealing with a COVID infection, really something to talk to your doctor about if it's affecting your sleep, because we don't get enough sleep anyway.
Right.
Yeah, no. Now I'm going to start asking myself, can I not sleep because I had COVID and didn't know it?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that starts playing on your mind.
Sure. You know, there's so many things that go with it, though. The brain fog, for example. You know,
well, I've always had that.
Yeah,
so.
well, you know, I'm blonde. I got that, too. So, you know, there's... But there's, you know, I think there's a lot of things, but you would know. You would know.
So it would be noticeably different from what it was prior.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It would be very noticeable.
All right.
Always a wealth of information
Oh,
for us.
you know it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
Appreciate it.
Sure.